So here's what we know. Sometimes when you're doing the most innocent thing around your vehicle or your RV, everything can just suddenly go wrong. If you buy a new piece of equipment like Donna and I did, and you go to install it and you think, hey, let's make a nice video about how to install this new bike rack. That may not be the best idea until you've at least practiced it once.
You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars.
There are a few hidden gems in Las Vegas, Windy City Beef and Dogs being one of them. Say hello, Carl. We stopped in here to get us some chili dogs and spicy Polish sausage. It's off of Lake Mead. You guys are in the vicinity. You should stop in. It's really yummy.
Roughly Lake Mead and Tenaya.
Yeah. I got a chili dog. What'd you get, Carl?
I got a spicy Polish sausage.
All right, guys. See you soon.
Hi, this is the Thule bike rack, and we're about to mount it on the truck here and see how it does. It looks like it's going to be pretty amazing. I got to get an extension for the hitch.
Why?
That has to go alongside it and lock into the hole. There is no going alongside it. We need an extension that comes out here so that that thing can go in the hole.
Why don't we have one of those?
We just don't. We've
Mhm.
never needed one.
I bet there's one in the garage somewhere.
Bet there's not.
Well, let's go get one.
Do you?
Isn't there a bar underneath that clicks or something? There's a,
Oh,
yeah, something like that.
hi everyone. I'm Carl, and I'd like to welcome you to Rambling On RV. So Donna and I purchased a new Thule bike rack that we're going to show you how it works because it's really, really cool. But in order to make it work, it'll fit in here, but it won't latch in here, and I'll explain why in a moment. So we had to run up to my favorite store in the whole world, Tractor Supply, and get this hitch extender so that it will work with our hitch setup. When we did that, we also bought a locking hitch pin because you need one of these to secure this to the truck so that nobody can steal your bikes. They could literally, if you just had a standard pin, they could pull it out, take the whole hitch apparatus with them, and they would have your bikes, your bike rack, and everything else. So you want to secure this, you want to lock it. The way this works is it has a apparatus that swings into one of these holes, and then you tighten it down and lock it, and that's how it stays on. Well, it's got to be able to slide along the hitch, and it can't do that with the way this is set up down here because of this faceplate. So we're going to extend that hitch out so that it will lock into one of these holes. This hole's for my locking hitch pin. These will work with the bike rack. It will be secured because it locks also, and that's how we're going to set up, and we're going to show you what we're going to do here. I've had this on already once, so it should work. Yeah, you just got to get it just right. So that's how that goes on there, and then I'm going to go underneath and put this locking hitch pin on. So I'll go through one of the standard holes down here, and I'll come out the other side. Did I come out? Looks like I almost did.
Okay, so you got the pin in and you're putting the lock on now.
That is correct. And it was a little bit of a hassle to get this in, but it's in.
Because it was crooked.
All right. Oh, that's it. It's on.
So I just wanted to explain, this is a Thule Easy Fold XL2. And the reason that we chose this one, well, first of all, it was recommended in a couple of the RV channels and a couple of the bike channels. And it was pricey. We are not getting any kind of endorsement whatsoever on this, but we do want to let you guys know what we think of it. So it weighs 45 pounds. It has wheels on the bottom of it. The idea was that it would be easy to get on or off. If you raise it a little bit here at the front, you're resting it on the back two wheels. And then this has an adapter on it, so it can either go from a 2-inch receiver to a 1 1/4 inch receiver. The other thing that this does is it will tilt away from the truck or the RV. So if you had a truck with a tailgate on it and you wanted to lower the tailgate without having to take the bikes off, it'll do that. Then the other thing that it does is this part just folds down, right? So I like that it's very low profile. It will fold so that we can put it in the garage if that's what we want to do. Just like that. These straps go around the wheels, and these are the locking arms for the bicycles. So not only is there a locking mechanism for the hitch once it goes in there, but there's also a way to lock the bikes on here as well.
Okay, so let's show you this thing in action. Okay, so to get it on the vehicle or on the hitch, you want to lock that down, and you pick it up, and then you're going to put it in here. And okay, so I've started it. See this little apparatus here? This is going to lock into one of those holes, and here's the beauty is once it's in the hole, this knob over here, you tighten it and tighten it and tighten it, and then it won't wobble and it won't come out. But more importantly, you can lock this knob and nobody can get this off of your hitch.
They actually call it an anti-wobble.
So I'm going to lock it into that hole. There it is. Now I'm going to tighten this down. And cut. Okay, so so the knob was in its locked position, and when it's locked like that, it just free spins so that you can't unhook it or tighten it, right? It just free spins. So I got the keys. Now it is in the unlock position, which means I should be able to tighten it down, and I can feel it is tightening. So I'm still tightening, and you see that this is its own little built-in hitch pin. That's why we needed the extension, is I couldn't get this apparatus to go in because of this faceplate. So I want to get this good and tight, good and tight.
So it tilts forward, and underneath in this compartment, there's a built-in ramp.
So you extend the ramp.
Let me see where it goes in at.
Right there.
Okay. It seems like a very short ramp.
Kind of is.
That isn't going to work.
Yeah, it is.
It is not going to work.
Grab the back of the bike. I gotta set it down, never mind.
Yeah,
Ah.
set it down.
Oh, all right, take the ramp to the other side. It's a shorter run.
just doesn't seem right.
All right, well, let's do this. Let's do what we talked about. One of us take the rear and one of us take the front. So we're gonna see if we can, the two of us can lift it up together.
And we're gonna put it in this back one?
Yeah. So we're gonna lift it. We're gonna walk it over. Just like that. You on there?
Yeah.
All right.
Bar. I think it's the back. Oh yeah, that would be it.
And these bars, I think we told you, these bars lock, right?
I think it's gonna
yeah,
have to
I'm gonna
go
do
there.
that.
A little more. A little more.
Well,
That one might have to go. I'm gonna have to switch places.
how did he pull those off?
You pull down on something at the bottom. I can't see it. I can't see it. This thing pulls down or up.
Up. Nope, ain't working. All right, hold on.
I got the bike if you want to go on the other side.
Hi guys. Well, absolute fail. This is a big dip for us today. We were hoping to give you a nice, smooth video of how easy it was to set up our brand new, very expensive Thule bike rack. And let me say a couple of things. Shame on us for not doing some more homework before we tried to shoot this video. But I think we're gonna show you the raw stuff. You will have already seen it by the time you see this. So if we are gonna show it to you, you will have seen it. And you will have seen our trials and tribulations. And that's okay, because we are kind of known for, my neighbor Gary talks to us about it all the time. We don't care if we show you the bad stuff along with the fun stuff and the good stuff, right? Because it's all about learning. And here's a couple of things we found out today, all right?
Besides yelling at each other?
There was a little bit of that, much like backing in the camper. It was just similar to that. No curse words though, Donna. Good
I
job
think
on your
so.
part, because you talk
Oh.
like a sailor sometimes.
Yeah, okay.
But here's what we found out. Come over here just a second. This strap that goes around this tire, you can see it's a nice ratchet strap and it will work really great. And it worked on this front tire, but because of the wheel span on this thing, the back one will not hook up. And so what that tells us is we can go online to Thule and we can order slightly longer ratchet straps.
Well, unfortunately, I did think that I knew that we needed them,
Good
and I
point.
ordered a set.
Good point. Because of our tire width, Donna knew that we probably needed them. We're not sure how these work. We're gonna watch some YouTube videos and see. This might be all we need. If not, we could get maybe, hopefully, a full-blown ratchet strap, so we're gonna try that out. We have not mastered the locking mechanism on the actual hitch with the built-in hitch pin. We need to figure out why that didn't lock. It's supposed to lock in there and it's not. Even if you lock the apparatus, the pin still hinges in and out. So we're gonna find that out as well. And the next video you see about this, we're gonna show you how we rectified these issues. And it's a letdown for us because we really wanted to get both bikes on here and see how they strapped on and see how secure they would be going down the road. We were gonna actually take it on a road test, the truck, and see if they bounced. I've got that nice Furrion backup camera that I installed on a long ago video. I can turn that on and we can watch these as we're going down the road and see what they're doing. But we're gonna do all of that. It's just unfortunately not gonna happen in this video.
And the ramp didn't work.
Yeah, we tried the ramp. It's a built-in ramp that folds up and you stow it away on the rack. And it's the reason it didn't work. I'll tell you why it didn't work. Thule doesn't count on you being this high up off the ground. If this was a regular car and a regular hitch on a car, you'd be down low and that ramp would probably work absolutely perfectly.
That's valid.
But for what we did, it's not going to work with this application. It will work on the back of our RV because it's low enough, but it won't work going on the back of this truck. Now, you will have seen by now, you would have seen Donna and I lifting the bike up onto the rack, and that was our plan before we even knew we had a ramp, was to just get in each end and lift it up. And that's probably how we'll always do it, at least on the truck.
And we need more practice.
And we're going to use it less on the truck than on the RV. We
Yeah.
wanted to be able to use it on both so that if we're in town and we want to go somewhere and take our bikes, we can. So it'll work on the back of the truck. I'm confident we'll get this working. And it's going to work on the back of the RV. It's just not going to work today. So that's our story, and we're going to stick to it. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe.
And thanks for putting up with us through the good and the bad, you guys.
And we'll see you
Next week.
week.